It's a little sad. I kind of got fired by my management. I'm a bad actor. It's actually great. It's 5:38, 1st of June, and already quite bright outside. I don't know why, but today the coffee machine isn't really working as it should, and it of course had to happen on the day where I decided to finally beat the jet lag. I stayed up all night, worked, and now I would just try to get through the day, at least until midnight, go to bed, sleep like a normal person, and wake up to a normal time again tomorrow. Despite the coffee machine not working, it's actually a good day. I got some great news. I got the very first pre-master of the very first release that isn't my own for my new label. I don't know why, but in the US all of the shoes were like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, why is this one part here at the very end, the other one at the top? You can't really tie your shoes. But yes, where was I? Yeah, the pre-master. I got it finally, and it's a really good track. I will now just head to the studio, listen to the pre-master, make sure there are no mistakes left in it, and then send it out to my mastering guy. The second one is the same. Why? This doesn't make any sense. So let me play you really quick the pre-master of the very first release that isn't my own on the Accents label. It's by a French guy called I'm Joffrey, and it's actually kind of a funny story how I got in touch with him. He wrote me an email because he was in touch with my label, and he asked me if the deal they were offering is fair. He showed me the deal, told me everything about it, and it was super unfair. So I told him, don't release the track with them, just wait 1 or 2 more months. I'm just now opening up my own label. I'm happy that he waited. He made a really cool track with really cool vocals, and it will be released maybe 2 or 3 weeks after the release of my fall track.
What do you say? Don't know how to spell it out for you. Let's run away.
That's Runaways, just a quick preview. I will play you more of it soon as the track is ready and mastered. Now just back to work.
Hey!
Hello!
How are you doing?
Really good.
I'm brown.
Quick, yeah, I got a little bit of... Yeah.
Awful.
Maybe one day. Yeah, quick lunch break with Gordon. Haven't seen him in 2 weeks?
3 actually,
3
I
weeks?
think, yeah.
So, Chinese or pizza? The lunch was pretty good, and now I got something I'm really happy about that I have to share with Gordon.
Yeah.
Looks good, huh?
Woohoo. Nice. Congrats. Let me quickly run through that.
Getting this contract took me... How long did it take me? Like since the beginning of January? No, at the end of January.
More.
Yeah. It was a lot of trouble. I finally got it. I will explain you everything about it in a bit. I have to celebrate it later.
Sure will do.
With a couple of beers, and let me play you a couple new tracks of mine.
Yes,
Gordon wasn't in a long while here in the studio.
Yeah.
Everyone gets busier the older you get.
It's awful, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the first release that is not mine.
Okay.
Really cool vocals.
Say
I signed another one, which is amazing. Like, it's really, 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 really good. But I can't actually play it to you. Only for Gordon. Jon, bisschen.
Jo, no.
It's now almost 7, a very productive day. I took care of a lot of things. I also made another another cover for the next release of I'm Joffrey. Let me show it to you. That's actually the wrong one. That's for the next Sounds and Sample pack. This will be available really soon. This one is the right one. But yeah, before I go, of course, I have to talk with you about this contract. You're probably curious what it is. It's something not so nice. It's actually a contract that is ending another contract. It's the main contract that I had with my management. This is now over. This was going on for already quite some while. If you've watched the vlog closely, you've been already able to kind of assume that there's something going on in the background. It all kind of started kind of in Berlin, where I was visiting my management to discuss with them the plan for the entire year. They were super unprepared. I didn't even know why I showed up. Then I tried to talk with them about the YouTube thing. They also wanted a percentage of the YouTube thing, the same as they wanted from my music, but they are not involved in making my videos. I do them daily. There isn't even the chance to send them what I did or to get feedback or just work out anything. They also didn't do anything with sponsors. They didn't really care about it a whole lot. So I just thought this is just super unfair. I tried to talk with them about it, and I also offered them to get the same percentage, but in return, of course, taking care of finding sponsors or just trying to get the most out of the vlog, maybe also do something to just make more revenue with it, or have new opportunities, or collaborate with other people that are doing YouTube or music, like visiting other artists in their studio, doing interviews, all these kind of things. They didn't do. And then the thing that really pissed me off, besides of a lot of promises, a lot of things they didn't take care of, and me calling them almost every second day to check if they did what they are supposed to do, I actually found out. One of them told me that another one of them that is actually responsible for taking care of all of my emails, going through them, answering them, just doing what a management is supposed to do. He told me that he didn't really do his job. I then logged into the server and found a lot of emails that weren't answered. Some of them were really just spam or people just being annoying or just wanting some feedback. That's not part of the management. But I found at least 30 emails where people asked me to do mixing, mastering, or other things, and they were specifically asking for a price. And my management just didn't answer them. I got all of these emails. I made screenshots of them just to have the proof. And I think that's like something that is so irresponsible, especially with me having like a financial tough time, which is also partially their fault. Before I was working with them together, I did way better. I could just take opportunities, write people, and it was their task. I was relying on them. They didn't really do it. So I'm basically really happy about it. I can't really react happy to it all that much because there was just too much trouble involved with it. But like 3 or 4, maybe 4.5 weeks ago, they called me on the phone and told me that they don't want to work with me anymore. They kind of fired me. Yes! Best phone call of my life. I can't tell you what it was. I can't right now. But one day I will explain it to you. But this just means freedom. Because my strategy was just to annoy them as much as possible, to just make them not want to work with me anymore. That was what my lawyer suggested me, which would have been like the easiest way to get out of the contract. So I just did that, annoyed them a little bit. It kind of worked pretty fast, which also shows me that they're not really interested in working with me together. And I'm happy to just do whatever I want, be free, and I kind of have everything under control. And if I fail now, which I'm totally okay with, if I screw up, that's okay. But if I rely on someone else and he screws up, I get really mad. I usually give people a second and third chance. That's also what I did in this case. But they refused to even admit that they didn't answer those emails and that I lost money due to it. And there were a million of other things going on that I also really dislike. For example, most of the releases that got cancelled and most of the things that went wrong, where it kind of didn't really tell you what was going on, was usually because someone of them screwed up. For example, the tracks with the recording wagon that never got released and got cancelled was because one of them didn't talk to them up front. I asked him up front to clear all of the business stuff, and he just didn't do and just said, yeah, it's okay, relax, chill. And at the end, everyone was kind of mad at me just because he didn't really check with the other people involved the conditions for doing this recording session. I could actually go on and on about this topic. There are two more things that really kind of upset me working with them. One of them told me in my face that I only got from 80 subscribers on YouTube to 10,000 back then in January just because of the management, which is, I can't even describe it. I felt so angry. I was almost like, I almost wanted to punch him in the face or spit him in the face. That's like really something that I take personal, and I'm not interested to work with people like this, because I'm sitting here making the videos, I'm editing them, I'm uploading them, I take care of everything that has to do with the videos, and telling me that they kind of achieve that, that's just ridiculous. Okay, one more thing, also with the Patreon thing, I told them that I want to start the Patreon thing, which I don't really like doing, but I kind of have to do it to be able to do what I love, and it's working out great. I'm really thankful for everyone that is supporting me, but due to the management contract, I had to ask them if it's okay to keep 100% of the money that you guys give me to support me, which I think is something I shouldn't even talk about. It's clear if someone gives money for me, it should be for me and not parts of it for the management. They kind of agreed doing that just so that I kind of shut up, but they told me that it's just for 1 year. After the year, they would also take parts of the Patreon money. I told them that's never going to happen.
Zack. Ist jetzt der Piero wieder in Action.
Papier.
Steht das oben dann drauf, ne?
Wir schreiben später.
Great evening with a lot of friends, a lot of beer, and it's now, yeah, almost 11:30, so time to finally go to bed.